Hello, everyone. Seth Rudetsky here, standing with Anna Gasteyer.
Hello, everyone.
Anna and I
Hello,
met.
Seth.
Hi, Anna. Where did we meet, Anna?
We met at the NBC gym.
True that. I was working at Rosie. She was working at SNL. And when you join the gym, I don't know, they give you these rickety-rackety shorts that you wore like in the 70s with
That
the
say NBC with a little peacock.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is nice, like never to be worn again. I literally saw her stretching, wearing the not. I was like, what did I say to you?
You walk by, you're like, nice job wearing the assigned shorts.
Didn't even know it at all. But
Gym
I had
uniform.
a collar on it, literally the assigned shorts. Anywho, after that,
And then right away you said something about one of my singing characters, and you're like, I believe that you sang an F the other night. And I was like, I love this man.
Shockingly.
Trust me, nobody in sketch comedy could pull a note out of thin air.
Ah, that's hilarious. I spotted that. Papa,
Yes.
you're Celine.
Peppa Pig,
Anywho,
Peppa
okay,
Pig.
so the two things I want to talk about. First of all, you know, Anna's from television, but she's always been a Broadway baby at heart. And what a lot of people do not know is that she has an amazing Broadway character written for SNL. What's the character's name?
Oh, Sarah Blazin.
Sarah Blazin, who was a big star in, I guess, the 40s?
Yeah, long while back. Yeah.
Put long in the
To
tooth.
call her a big character, by the way, is a gross exaggeration. I think she aired once, but that's okay. We had fun writing her.
Well, the thing is, she should have aired twice, but she was cut from one of the productions because...
Oh, a certain guest star was not fond of the part, largely because the character, you know, was an old timer, and she was sort of a sassy, brassy Broadway older dame, and she would, I think she shamed her too many times because she was like, "Listen, honey."
Yeah, she shamed the young guest star who was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to look bad in my guest appearance.
Yeah.
Let's cut this sketch. So you did do it in a dress rehearsal, which I did see the video of. And let me just say, first of all, like, one of the character's traits is that she'll sort of like say all these sassy expressions, which apparently meant something different in the old days. For instance, like if we're about to begin a run through, she would say.
Oh, I don't remember sorry, I was supposed
She'd
to
say,
remember.
oh, I know what it is in the video. You go, all right, everybody, let's start this hair pie.
Oh, yes. That's right. All right, let's start this hair pie. Stop your snickering. It meant something totally different in the 40s. There was that.
What did it mean in the 40s?
It didn't mean, it meant hair pie in the 40s. I'm quite sure it meant a hair pie. But she also, I love that character because she never wanted to do any of the work. Like they wheeled her in. We'd always start it like Leslie Uggams broke her leg, bad news, but good news, we got Sarah Blazin. But she'd come in and right away she'd be like, I'm not gonna do that step. I broke my hip. And I'm gonna park it right here and get the little dancy boys all around me, and we're gonna make this number work right here with Mama parked on a stool. She always sat there, and then she always quit. Like she would be like incredibly demanding the entire time to ever like, and we'd start singing the like, we're starting this song here, let's take it down here, Mama now smokes. Like it would just be this like stupid like.
What was your horrible
It was
witch
like
hazel?
cigarettes, yeah, cigarettes, coffee, booze, we take it down here now.
What was your witch hazel commercial?
What? I can't believe you have the best memory of anyone, better than me. Witch hazel? This hazel. Thanks, Dickinson. What? You're insane that you remember that. It's literally reached the point I remember nothing that I did on SNL, and you remember every detail. It's so
Hazel?
funny.
This hazel.
It didn't even air, but it was really fun.
Okay, so first of all, this guest star was perhaps famous for being in the news at one point for perhaps taking things that weren't hers from a certain store. And Anna told me that she was in the dressing room before, and why don't you demonstrate what happened in
Oh my God, it was the most insane thing when somebody comes into your room, and this was in my office actually, when we were like presenting the idea and talking about the idea with her, my writer, my friend James, who I wrote the sketch with, we're sort of talking about it with her, and I used to, you know, for writing nights, we'd stay up all night long, so I would buy a big bag of Jolly Rancher candy, and I would eat it to get myself, like fuel myself through the long, long night of writing at SNL, just all night long, sugar high, sure. I can't believe I have any teeth left. But anyway, I would go through it. You know, the interns would run out and get me like a sack of Jolly Ranchers like every week. So while I'm talking to her, and she's a known kleptomaniac, and one of the reasons that she came on the show, to my knowledge, was to sort of diffuse the bad press of the kleptomania in that way that people do, like sort of a PR move. Anyway, so she came in, you know, we're like pitching this idea to her. We're pitching, you're gonna play the part of James,
Okay,
my friend and writer.
Okay, and you are the guest star.
I'm the guest star.
Okay,
And
so,
this is my purse. This is like her
and where's
purse.
the Jolly Ranchers?
And the Jolly Ranchers are in the area of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so Anna plays this character, which is this old, sassy Broadway star.
Are those Jolly Ranchers?
Oh yeah, I have one.
Oh, thank you so much.
Anyway, she's this old-time Broadway star, and you would play Anna's daughter, and then Anna would do sort of a crazy dance, and you'd come on and
Oh, look, there's someone coming in. Look, there's stand-in candy. Isn't that amazing?
it's great.
Okay.
So anyway, you'd be Anna's daughter. Okay. Anyway, you play Anna's daughter, and Anna would be doing.
Would
sort
I
of
be also playing an actress?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd be playing an actress too.
Is she 40 or is she from the 40s?
She's from the 40s. and you'd be her
Sounds
daughter.
funny. Thank you so much. I'll stop by later and I'll read it. It was literally like that. She literally took my entire bag of Jolly Ranchers and by the fistful, I'm not joking, like bucket and it was one of those crazy things where you're like,
Did that just happen?
wait a minute, you are doing your disorder in front of me.
Oh my God.
The one that you're not supposed to have and that you're on the show to defend. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, there wasn't even like this sort of like there was no editorial like maybe
sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna subtly steal the Jolly Ranchers. I'm gonna take it by like chunks and handfuls and dump it into my pocketbook.
Oh, it's amazing. And very sad. It's a serious issue.
It's very serious.
Okay.
Kleptomania is no joke.
Okay, part 2. So anyway, Anna was transitioning from SNL to like Broadway, and she got Fanny Price, and she came over to my apartment to coach, and I was living on 74th Street with this nice terrace, and she's like feeling insecure. She's like, oh my God, all these great Broadway people, and I've been on TV, and will my voice really hold up? And I'm like, Anna, you sound amazing. Stop being insecure, you sound amazing. So we're running through the whole score. We go through every single number. We're going backwards. So we start from the end of Act 2, and we end, she's like building up her confidence, building up her confidence. We finally end with I'm the Greatest Star. It's like 45 minutes of singing. So this is what should have really happened. This should have really built up her esteem. This is what should have happened at the end of our rehearsal. Let's do it from a Have You Guessed Yet?
Oh, okay. If I don't remember the lyrics, you
I'll
just
call them out.
feed
It's been a couple years. Have you
years.
guessed it? 5, 6, 7. Esteem.
Have you guessed
You can
yet?
do it.
Who's the best
Yeah.
yet? If you ain't, I'll tell you one more time. You bet your last time. In all the world so far, I'm the greatest star.
Self-esteem?
10.
But instead what happened was, we're rehearsing in my apartment, beautiful day,
Beautiful spring day.
windows open, and we go from the back of the show to the front, 45 minutes of singing. I'm like, you can do it. Finally, by the end, she's feeling great. We get to the end, and this is literally exactly what happened in the apartment. 6, 7, 8.
Have you guessed yet? Who's the best yet? If you ain't, I'll tell you one more time. That's your last time in all the world so far. I'm the greatest star.
Angry voice. Will you please shut the window? Self-esteem?
0.
Thank you, neighbor. And I'm out. Will you please?
Will you please shut the window? It's like that.
The anger.
Fury.